Straight Jane, it's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we go with 2023 Singapore Grand Prix qualifying highlights. Before we jump in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. If you guys have a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon, drop it in the comment section, or in the description section there's a premium request link. I'm excited to jump into this Grand Prix. Singapore! What we got? Or the qualifying.
Verstappen's just stopped in the pit lane. Do you have a problem?
You cannot stop like this, come on.
I think you might be in trouble for this. You're not allowed to stop the car like that.
Everything okay, Max? Looks like, yeah. Yeah, okay, that looks okay now, mate.
Verstappen been noted by race control for that moment. Good improvement for Yuki Tsunoda, who heads to the front of the field. But there was an improvement for Alex Albon, who's now down to 11th place. What can the Haas drivers do? They're up to 2nd place. There's so much time to be found out there. Hulkenberg currently in the drop zone, but with the fastest first sector of anyone.
So Sargent is gone and Joe is gone. They're both out. Stroll's first sector is not great either. He's dropped to the bottom and he's not having a fantastic lap. Hulkenberg goes to 2nd. Track evolution is ginormous.
Okay, over the line goes Esteban Ocon to 5th place. You've got Hamilton, Gasly and Albon looking over their shoulders. Here's Lawson trying to improve.
Piastri is also struggling, 17th and barely improving. Piastri could be in trouble.
4th place for Liam Lawson over the line. But
17? Piastri? The other guys losing out in Q1, understandable. But nah, Piastri, he must have one. He must be on his last lap. He not gonna be out in Q1.
Proving Piastri could be in trouble.
4th place for Liam Lawson over the line. Bottas, Piastri, Sargent, Joe and Stroll is currently last, and he's hanging on to that Aston Martin as he approaches the final corners of the 3 miles. Gasly goes, he's going to put it in the wall. Big crash on board with Lance Stroll. He was trying to wring the neck of the speed there, and he finds the barrier. Cars have been on the edge round that final corner all the way through. And that means
Piastri's out, bro. He doesn't, even if he was on the final lap, bro, he's done. Dang, I'm glad Stroll was okay though. He hit that wall so freaking hard, man. It's just always scary, man. To be flying at these speeds, it's always scary.
Red flag is out after Lance Stroll finds the barrier at enormous speed to conclude Q1, and that is a heavy hit into the barriers.
Launches it into the final corner. Runs wide, and then, well, that's the outcome.
He gets wide on that.
As he hit that curb on that last one, that's when he kind of started losing control, it looked like.
On the first part, so it's a 2-part apex corner, 18 and 19, and he gets just fractionally too wide through 18, and that means that he can't turn in adequately for the second part of it.
I don't know how they're going to get that car fixed for the Grand Prix, bro. I don't know how they're going to make that happen, bro, because he absolutely destroyed it.
Slightly wide out on that outside part of the curve, and just momentarily unsettles the car from a wide point. It's not been rubbing in. It's a little bit more slippery, and then he's heading to the wall. Big accident.
And Oscar Piastri shaking his head because he is out in Q1 along with Valtteri Bottas, Logan Sargent, Joe Guan Yu, and the driver who had the crash, Lance Stroll. This is Yuki Tsunoda. We're on board with the Japanese driver.
What the f***, man, honestly.
Is that Verstappen as well?
That was the world champion in the way, and that might be why Yuki Tsunoda bailed out.
He's miles away in the first part of the lap. He's picking it up now as the tyres find him in a temp in the middle, but he's given away 3/10 to a Haas in the first sector. So now he's got to really find something. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Perez, I think.
Perez is spun the car. One Red Bull is struggling for time, the other one is facing in the wrong direction, and that could cost him the progression into Q3.
He's out. Perez is out. He's only 11th anyway, and he's not improving. What about Verstappen then? He's picking it up in the middle sector, but Verstappen's under pressure in the other Red Bull, and Perez is not going to get them out of jail here either.
This is Formula One in 2023, but for some reason, around this configuration of circuit, the all-dominant Red Bulls are looking over their shoulders. Max Verstappen comes across the line. Max Verstappen stays in 10th position, and we're looking now to who can improve. One Red Bull is out. Gasly does not take the opportunity to demote Verstappen. Can anyone else improve?
The Alpha Tauris could yet do it. Tsunoda's on a decent lap. Oh, it looks like he's backed out of it, has he, in the final sector?
How about Liam Lawson? Can Liam Lawson make it through? He can! Liam Lawson knocks out Max
Was that 7 thousandths of a second? Nah, y'all are lying to me. Nah, y'all lying, bro. This ain't real, bro. Y'all telling me Max didn't make it to Q3. Max Verstappen, 10 F1 wins in a row. Broke the record. The great one that he... Nah. That's insanity.
Verstappen, absolutely extraordinary.
What?
The driver, who is in his third Formula One qualifying session, finds a time good enough for 10th and
That's
demotes
crazy.
the World Championship leader. As Sainz goes fastest of anyone
crazy.
so far over the line. What an almighty shot.
Shout out to Liam Lawson, man. Hey, that man is taking advantage of each second that opportunity that he's got while Daniel Ricciardo's injury. Each second that he's in that car, he's taking advantage.
That is, Max Verstappen will push on, but the checkered flag is out, and Red Bull are 11th and 13th.
Wow.
Verstappen has won the last 10 Grand Prix in a row.
I don't know if you saw that, but that was shocking. Absolutely shocking experience.
He gets over the AstroTurf here and loses traction as he's coming through, arcing on the right-hand side, and then the spin is a nothing.
This is on board with Verstappen at that same corner, and maybe they're just not getting the tyres switched on at all.
The team that have won every single Grand Prix this year see both cars fall in Q2. What just happened?
Sainz has really done a fast middle sector. He's 2 tenths quicker than Leclerc there as well.
Norris to the front of the field with a 1:31.5. Strong lap from him. Can the Ferraris respond? Here's the Spanish driver, Carlos Sainz. That's a great time from Carlos Sainz, who does a 1:31.1. And now it's all over to Charles Leclerc on pole for the last 2 Singapore Grand Prix. But he's only second at the moment. He's behind his teammate again, but Russell is quicker in Sector 1. We go on board with the British driver. Here he comes. Where can Russell put the car? 4th position. He's behind Norris. He's behind the Ferraris, and the Ferraris are staring at a front row lockout unless Hamilton can do something about it, and he goes behind his teammate. Sainz's first sector is absolutely immense, a 26.7, and Norris not too far behind though, but that is where Norris is usually the strongest. On the left-hand side of your picture is the part of the racetrack where Carlos Sainz, he's owned it this weekend. He's been all over the road in the best possible way in the part of the circuit that he's in. Can anyone find an answer to him with just 30 seconds to go in qualifying?
Leclerc's there as well. There's 400ths between the 2 Ferraris and Lando Norris in the first sector. Russell coming through turn 5. He's a bit further back. We'll see what he can do shortly.
Magnussen has gone to P4. The track is improving. Sainz has not found a personal best in the middle part of the lap, where he is usually so mighty. Hulkenberg goes to 6th position, and so Magnussen will be the lead house on the grid for only the 4th time this year. Everyone needs to find a response. At the moment, the 2 Ferraris are both improving things, and Leclerc is bringing the magic. Late on, 2 corners to go for Carlos Sainz, who's currently on for pole position. He improves his time, but he needed to, because Charles Leclerc is going nicely through the middle sector.
And Russell's flying as well. He's right with them through the first sector.
Norris goes to 2nd position with Charles Leclerc. He's going to have a chance to respond to both of them. Here comes the Scarlet Ferrari through the final corner. Charles Leclerc gets back to the front row, but he can't beat his teammate. But George Russell might be about to, because he's up in the middle sector, chasing his 2nd career pole.
It's huge from Russell. He's 3 tenths ahead of Hamilton. That shows how well he's doing here. Couple of corners to go. Right-hander of 16 over the curb. Gives it a bit of a wide berth through 17. Last corner, and Russell is there or thereabouts for pole.
Can Russell find his way to the front row? Can he take pole? Russell over the line. 2nd fastest for George Russell, who falls 700 short. Look at how close it is between the top 3. Less than a 10th of a second separating the top 3 cars on the grid, with Lewis Hamilton in 5th position over the line behind Norris, Leclerc and...
This just don't feel right without Max Verstappen's name being up there, bro. Like, it's just ain't right.
Russell, but for the 2nd Grand Prix in a row, it's Carlos Sainz's day. It's a 2nd pole position in a row for the man you're looking at, Sainz.
We have it. We have it. And now, and 2 in a row. Tell me we have it. Yes.
Sainz.
Hey, Carlos Sainz been on his job lately. Carlos Sainz been driving wild lately. No, he been getting faster lately. And Ferrari's got a trick or two up their sleeve. Nah, I'm in shock, bro. I'm in absolute shock. This is Max Verstappen we're talking about. And he's not, he didn't make it to Q3. But it's starting at 11. You can start him at goddamn 20, and I believe Max is going to win the Grand Prix. So, I still think he's going to win, but we're going to look at them race highlights and find out. But before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. It's your boy D Neal, out.